What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Joy, aka the Enforcer. We got your boy Shamir, aka the Wiseman. We got the honorary mystic David, the right hand man himself Javante, the man that started, the man that created, the man that disciplined us to finish the story, the High Chief Oscar, and we are
the Bloodline Podcast.
Unfortunately, our High Chief is not here right now during this episode. Kind of feel weird that he's not here. How you guys feel about that?
Something new, but
it's something new, but the show got to still go on.
That's what you always say. The show must go on.
Yes, sir. Now, for today, as we've spoken about before, we've spoken about Marvel in the past, and I would like to keep that up. We're going to talk about Marvel again, but specifically one hero, one that's very popular, if not the most popular Marvel hero of all time, Spider-Man, our favorite web slinger. All right. And then we're going to talk specifically about Peter Parker. Maybe Miles, who knows? In case you're living under a rock, though, Spider-Man, a teenage boy from New York, from Queens, bitten by a radioactive spider and has given the abilities of spiders, such as wall crawling, using webs, and the strength of a spider, which is about 10 times its normal body weight. In case y'all didn't know that.
Yeah.
Now, I want to dive into specifically the movie Spider-Man, right, with Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland. There's one thing that they all shared. It's a bit of tragic traits, but it's two traits that they mainly shared. They shared grief and they also shared responsibility. One thing is that they shared grief, and the exact definition of grief is deep sorrow mainly caused by a death of a loved one. All three of those Spider-Man shared the loss of a loved one. Tobey lost his Uncle Ben. Andrew lost Uncle Ben also, and he also lost Gwen Stacy. And then Tom Holland lost Aunt May in the recent film No Way Home. And somehow, some way, that grief forged itself into responsibilities to become better men each day and continue to hold the mantle of Spider-Man. It's a tragic way how that whole plays out, but it does form you into something.
Yeah. It's sad for all three of them that they lost a loved one, but it also made them strong too as well, to still come out and be a hero. For them of going through that pain, they knew that they still have to do what is still right. They both know that they might not save a lot of people, but they try their best. The pain that they endure helps them to motivate themselves even more every single day that they save somebody, even if it's a house fire or just saving somebody. They just out here to just do something right. With great power comes with great responsibility. And I also dealt with pain too as well. I lost my auntie, basically. She was everything to me. I was able to talk to her about anything. And knowing that she's not here, it still hurts, because she was a person who I could really go to about anything. But I know that even though that she's not here, she's in a better place where she don't have to feel pain like how she was feeling when she was here. So the same for them is that they saw their loved ones in pain, but they know they're in the right place. And even though that we still want them to be here, we still got to move on. It's going to hurt day by day, but we just got to move on and do what we need to do. I'm not a hero. I'm just a regular person. But I can understand what they was dealing with. So if you are dealing with something like that too, you lost a loved one, I know it's not going to be easy. It's not easy for them either. And it wasn't easy for me. That pain is still going to be there. But you just gotta have to try to just keep on moving on. And that's what they did. All three of them still have the pain inside them, but they moving forward to keep everybody still safe. And that's what we doing here too. We moving forward to help you guys to deal whatever y'all guys are dealing with.
And that shit hurts. That pain hurts OD. But that shit reminds you that you're alive and that there's something better out there, something worth fighting for.
Yeah.
The way I dealt with my loss, because when I was 7 years old, I did lose my father. So what I did day by day, when I was younger, I was very confused. I was like, did this really happen? Did I lose one of my parents? And I was so young. I know I was very young, but I made me value life more and more, and makes me realize life can get cut short at any time. My dad was only 37 when he passed away. So through confusion, I started thinking like, I still got to keep going day by day. He's not going to be there, hold my hand, take me Chuck E. Cheese, buy me all the stuff I wanted, like how I had when I was a kid. So I just got to keep going forward. I got to keep making him proud. That's what you got to. Through grief, you can't keep your chin down all the time thinking about, oh, they're not here no more. You got to keep it up and remember they're watching over you and they want you to succeed. They want you to keep going forward without them. I do it every single day. There's not one day I don't think about him. Yeah, the pain still hurt that he's not around no more, but he never leaves my side. He's up there. I got him even on me over here too. I just know he's watching. He's proud of the son he's got right now. I keep going day by day.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. You just always want to make a relative, a parent, like how I lost my grandmother 2 years ago. I just always wanted to make her proud because, her grandson at CC right now, grandson's doing a podcast, doing everything. Like I said, if she was here right now, she would have cried, of course, but I don't like crying in front of her because that makes her cry. But I just always wanted to make her proud. I think before she was on her last breath, she told me she was really proud of me. And, even though, like I said, I always get her like upset or argue, but that's the thing, you grow from that. I was a kid that time. Now I'm an adult. I can understand what she was telling me when I was young, when none of us would understand as a kid. But now I realize that I'll make her proud and stuff, It's all that matters. It still hurts. She's still not here. But, she was always in my heart, no matter what. And, yeah, it does take you mentally, maybe physically, but I think mentally it will mess you up. And we can't have that destroy what's in front of us. We always keep going forward, don't ever look back.
But just like those three, they moving forward, saving the day. We are moving forward to do what we need to do so we can help y'all guys as well too. Even though that we have our ups and downs, we still figure out how to get through them. And we know that you would get through whatever y'all guys are dealing with. And we hoping that we help you out.
Not only that, being a superhero, there's a lot of sacrifice that could happen, a lot of deaths, or maybe being a villain can care less because they're heartless. But I think being a superhero takes more pressure because you trying to save everybody, but you just can't. And I think that's when they realized that they passed away for a reason. And I think they couldn't understand that till down the road years later, till they try to hold their punches and stuff like that. It's pretty difficult, but like I said, it's a lot of deaths being a superhero, but can they overcome that? And once all three of them did.
Yeah.
Mind you, Toby lost Uncle Ben, Harry.
Yeah.
Andrew lost Gwen and Aunt May, and Tom also lost Tony Stark, who was his mentor.
Yeah.
And obviously Aunt May as well. So I don't know which one is more emotional. I say all three of them. You could tell from the movies, obviously, but it's a lot. But I just want to clarify that.
Yeah.
I just find it tragic though that they have to wait until they lose the loved one to really understand the true meaning of responsibility.
True.
Tom started out. He's out of all three. Tom, the youngest one. It shows the true perspective of like a teenager growing up, and then at the most recent movie, No Way Home, he really understands the true meaning of responsibility when he was sitting there watching his MA take her last breath, excuse me, and then the whole city his identity was out there. It seemed like everybody was against him, but against all those odds, he still overcame that. He still moved forward. He did the most noble act that you could even think of. Made everybody forget who he was to protect the current ones who are still alive that he cares about the most. Forget who Peter Parker was. All there is just Spider-Man. No one knows who Peter Parker is.
Yeah.
That to save everyone else. It's crazy.
You know, all three of them sacrifice a lot of things to do the job that they are doing, you know. Even though that they have similar paths, but different outcomes of people dying and everything, even though that some of them are similar and then some of them are not. They still work through it, you know, and they still work a regular job too, you know. Not only their job is Spider-Man, they also being out here being a regular person, you know. It's not easy to just come out and just do a regular job and then come out and then now have a big responsibility of saving the world itself. You know, that's big right there, you know. But not only that, it's like you said, Jordan, you know, they can't save everybody. You know, superhero, when you come out being a superhero, it's hard to really pick that mental up. You know, you just can't come out and just think that you're going to save everybody. It doesn't happen all the time. You're gonna have some obstacles when you come out and being a hero, you know. You're gonna have your ups and downs, you're gonna have your negative, you know, moments. And sometimes you just might lose yourself and you might not even recognize yourself. You know? But somewhere down the line then you come back to realize what you really stand for, why you really putting on the mask, and who you really coming out here to try to save, you know? And that's basically like us, you know? We don't have to wear a mask, or we're not wearing a suit, but we're out here trying to help anybody who needs it.
One thing that we've mentioned before, we've mentioned a good amount of times, is that in somebody's book, we're painted the villain in their book, but however, in others, we're painted as superheroes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be a superhero. You could be the superhero for your daughter, be a superhero for your parents, anybody.
You're right.
Now, I want to say this now. Who's the better Spider-Man out of those three? Me, obviously, is going to be Toby. I grew up, obviously, watching him. Because it's just something about Sammy's, like, Spider-Man just hits different.
Sam Raimi?
Yes, yeah. It's just, I don't know what it is, but I always say the Spider-Man 2, one of the best Spider-Man films ever. Yeah. It's so many raw emotions what Peter was going through. He was trying to balance work, balance school, and also balance trying to be Spider-Man.
Facts.
And also, Harry was still like, I swear on my father's grave, Spider-Man will pay. And he still didn't tell Peter till at the end, he unmasked and he know the truth. Like, Peter, you killed my father. Which in reality, his glider killed his father. Yeah. So it's so many raw emotions. That's why I like the movie so much. You know.
For me, I want to say I do agree with that Spider-Man, but I also like the Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew. You know, how everything goes. It brings, in that movie, it came out talking more about his parents, basically, you know, to the part of what happened to them. It was like a mystery about it. And then it led to, you know, Oscorp, and he met a scientist who knew his father, that finding out that scientist later on was going to become out to be the Lizard, you know. But not only that, his girlfriend was also in there. She was having her moment and everything. But there was also a part where his girlfriend's father was saying, you know, he didn't want him to be near her because he wants to keep her safe and everything. So it was like, it was mixed feelings in there. Emotions was going everywhere, but it was to the part where everybody was trying to keep everybody safe, but it didn't work out that way though.
I've always thought that all the Spider-Man, between the different Spider-Man, there was different levels of responsibility. Of course, with Tom Holland, he's learning what responsibility is. Yeah. And then with Andrew, it's like emotional responsibility. Because remember, at first, his Captain Stacy was saying, like, stay away from my daughter, keep her safe. But he ignored it, broke the promise, and still kept being with Gwen. And then, boom, he paid the price for it when she unfortunately died.
Yeah.
So then he had to be emotionally responsible for that. And then with Toby, it's about the weight of responsibility itself on his shoulders.
Yeah.
Just becoming Spider-Man, being an adult, trying to balance out between Peter Parker and Spider-Man. The second one, he wanted to stop being Spider-Man, but you can't. He had returned and went back to being Spider-Man.
True.
I feel like those movies are the most relatable to me, the Toby ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I feel like the older you get, the more like in line it becomes with your life, because it's like the struggles, like you see it and you live it yourself. So like when he says in the movie, like, oh, am I not supposed to get what I want, what I need, like what am I supposed to do? Like I have those same internal conflicts with myself, and it's like, I don't know, just like to see it on film, like it makes me feel like super relatable.
Yeah, makes you feel like you're part of it.
Exactly.
Yep.
One thing I think about, it's from No Way Home and in Spider-Man 2. He was talking to Octavius. The one line that just thinks in my head, trying to be better.
Yeah.
That's something that I really like. Every single day, I'm just trying to be better. I feel like the older films were like, those are more relatable to like our generation than Andrews was kind of like in the mix of both, because it was like him leaving school, like a high school teenager, slowly going into adulthood.
Yeah.
And then, of course, this new Tom Holland is like more for the younger kids.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's how relatable it goes.
Yeah.
I like that because like the age doesn't matter then.
No,
Like,
it doesn't.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, we get to see different forms of Peter, basically.
Yeah. From
Young
all aspects of his life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I like that, you know.
Yeah.
Also like how they all three of them had different, like, it was almost like I said, it's the certain similar stuff, but like for Tom, he don't have a job yet. He's about to actually get a job. So we about to see how everything is for him and everything. But for the other two, you know,
they were more on their own with it.
exactly.
Was, yeah.
You know, so they was already on their grown up kind of stuff already, you know. But for Toby, it's like he was living it like how we live in it, you know, seeing the ups and downs, what jobs that he was able to get. That job might have been not the right one, so then he left it. You know, he was working as a pizza delivery man with his bike.
Yeah.
But his bike got run over. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he's living the actual life like how we do. And I think that's why we love that movie so much.
And then also my fault, but to bring it back to what he said, how like in some people's vision or in some people's eyes, they see us as the villain, or on other people they see us as the hero.
Yeah.
In the Toby movies, like the villains were written so well, like they almost didn't even seem like villains, because you could dead see their point of view, like why they were doing what they were doing.
Right.
Like the Sandman.
The Sandman, yeah.
He's like, I'm not a bad guy, I just have bad luck.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Marco, yeah.
Because he was really just trying to make money to pay for his daughter's
medical
bills and everything. So yeah, you know, that's a great point that you brought him up. You know,
but also don't forget about Electro.
Yeah,
because it was an accident, but he was just trying to reason with Angel, and obviously, but like I said, he made him look like the villain, which really he wasn't.
He just wanted to be seen.
He just wanted to be acknowledged. Yeah. So those are the only two villains that wasn't meant to be. But obviously, Green Goblin or, well, don't forget about Norman lost his company.
Yeah,
they literally took the company under from him.
Under to him. Otto, his wife died.
Yes.
So there's a lot of things that turn him into a villain stuff.
Because Dr. Octavius was making a project dealing with the sun, I think,
I
something
think it's
like
called
that.
Tritium.
But
I think it was something like that.
the project didn't really go that well. So Osborne, the company, wanted to stop the funds for his project after it didn't actually come out being successful and everything. And that got him angry, you know. So then that's when he came out turning into the villain then after that, because then money wasn't flowing to the way how he wanted. The project didn't work how he pictured it to be. And he came out being a villain. But you know, the other part is too, to Lizard. He was just trying to come out and figure out how to fix certain parts of the body wise. Like if you lost your arm or your leg, he was just trying to figure out how to
Like
reproduce it again,
limbs.
you know. But that was basically it. But he didn't come out creating the right kind of.
Yeah.
It's because in the movie they were rushing him.
It was rushing him. Yeah.
So it came to a part where he turned himself into a lizard, and you know.
Yeah.
But he was basically like a hero. He was a hero in the beginning, but it's just that the formula that he was making was rushed so fast that it turned him into a lizard, basically. Not actually doing the actual work that he wanted to see it come out from, you know.
Now for Tom Holland's villain was Vulture. Mind you, his company, like I think Tony Stark's company,
Yeah.
made him claim, so that kind of him really like edged over to start his new business. That he became the Vulture. Mysterio, ooh, that was. I always gotta say, I think that was Tom's one of his toughest villains.
Yeah.
Playing mind games with him. After Tony passed, was it his fault that happened?
I want to say that during the time when Tony passed away, that was still hitting him in the heart.
Yeah.
He didn't really have time to really grieve from that moment. Because you got to think about it. He came back from being, you know, erased, basically, you know. So he really didn't have that time to take it in and be like, oh my God, this man who I looked up to is not here anymore. The last time I saw him, you know, he was having memories of when he was in the car hugging when he really wasn't supposed to. He wasn't reaching for a hug. He was reaching to just get him out the car. You know? So that was the funny part about that. But he still had that memory, just like how Tony had that memory of him when he disappeared. You know, they both had a moment to themselves where they know that they lost somebody who was close to them. But now, for Tom, it's just that it hits him really hard because now he lost Iron Man, plus he lost his aunt too as well. And now he's about to grow up to be a man now to actually see how everything works in the world, you know, without having anybody beside him, you know.
Yeah.
He see his friends still there, but they don't recognize him.
So that's like kind of like a loss, but they didn't die, but it's still like kind of a loss.
It was a tough one because he tried to like, man, they really don't remember me. It was just hard.
It was hard watching
It
in the
was
films. I was
hard,
like,
yeah.
yo, there's no way.
It was difficult for him to realize
When
that.
she looked in the window and started waving and it was to Ned, I almost fainted. I was like, no way.
But not only that, did you saw that he had like a paper ready to tell them, like to tell her everything, you know, to get her memory to come back. But it's like,
because she told him, she was like, when I forget, come and remind me or whatever,
you know.
But he changed his mind. He was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that to them.
Nah,
Facts. Not only that, do you realize that they actually got into college though too, right?
Yeah,
They
they
did.
So that means that lady that he saved actually made it to where she needed to be to tell them about, hey, put this person into the school, put that person into the school. But then I feel like when she was about to mention Peter Parker, that's when everything erased. So then now he's gonna have to get a job, do all this other stuff and everything.
Yeah.
But I feel like everything's gonna be all right with him. You know, it's still gonna be a learning progress because like how we do out here, it's a learning progress. He's gonna see that he's gonna learn a lot of things, and he might meet some people along the way too. You know, but we don't know it until we see that brand new movie. You know.
I'm ready for it.
I'm ready for it too.
Yeah.
Kind of scared too.
I mean, I'm
I wouldn't be
nervous,
scared.
but yeah.
What I would say is, who is a good Peter Parker?
It's all dependent on the generation, in my opinion. It's really just dependent.
That too, but depends on what they all went through differently. I think Toby got the one the worst.
I feel like ours is like, I feel like Toby's is like the most relatable to us now because we're now
Yeah.
adults. So yeah.
Cause like, what was it? I think this, like I said, the second one, like, they try to buy, they didn't have money. I'm just like, there was just a lot.
All right.
Yo, so you want to talk about the animated movie, the new animated one,
Facts.
Oh,
Like-
was
the Miles one?
the Miles one, yeah,
Yeah,
We
Spider
haven't talked about
Verse.
Miles at all. We haven't been talking about Peter Parker. Like,
yeah.
Got to show some love to Miles.
Facts.
You know what I find crazy that I'm actually thinking about? So as we all know, all the Spider-Mans went through the losses, right?
Mm-hmm.
I keep forgetting that Miguel keeps saying it's their canon moment that they have to go through a tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that kind of odd? It's kind of scary. But then Miles is trying to like defy all that through the whole movie.
Nah, because I mean that's fucked. Because it's like, what if like somebody tells you it's like, nah, like it's like, remember when you busted your ass in front of everybody and your fucking pants was showing your ass crack? That shit was meant to happen.
Yeah.
Like that moment defined you right there. Like
I can't lie. Moments like that do define some people.
Facts. Facts.
Nah,
Facts.
bro.
That's a crazy one, but
Yeah,
yo,
yeah, but to Miles. So I like his character. It's it's different from Peter Parker and everything, but it still has that moment of somebody could still pass away, to come out and give him that motivation to be better later on.
like his father, he's the
Yeah.
one that made me die, Jefferson Davis.
True. Yeah. So I'm hoping that his father don't die in the movie, because he really loves his father. Even though that they both went head to head with each other on certain things and everything, but he still loves his father. He loved both of his parents. You know what I'm saying? But it'll be sad if his father does pass away in this movie.
Yeah.
I don't know what to expect, but I can't wait when that second movie comes out. I will be there in the theaters to see that.
Yeah, day one.
Facts. Day one.
Fucking.
So now, how is father gonna like try to die from the video game perspective, or
Oh yeah, because in the video game
it
his
was
dad
Mr.
did
Negative?
die.
Yeah. So I want to say it's going to be different because Mr.
know.
Negative is not in.
Oh yeah,
At the moment,
they
we
did
don't
say
know.
that they were thinking about putting Mr. Negative in the new movie. Well,
In the new-
not in the animated movie, but in the new movie.
Of Spider-Man
Okay,
Brand New
okay.
Day.
Yeah.
It's about to be a lot of characters in that movie, bro.
Yeah.
But back to Miles, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I love his powers. His powers are more different than the other Spider-Man.
Low key better.
Facts. Even though on the game, I didn't like how they did his hair. They could have did his hair in a different kind of way. All right, we didn't have to do
Don't
no
talk about that
Killmonger.
suit where he had his head cut lacy.
Oh,
and
yeah.
shit.
Nah, that suit is garbage.
That was
Garbage.
crazy. That was crazy. I don't even know why they even made a suit
Bro,
like
it was
that.
literally for ads.
Yeah,
Like, it was
probably,
the Adidas
yeah.
sponsor, yo.
Yeah,
Oh,
That
dude.
was a whole Adidas fit. You go over to Dick's or whatever and
Yeah.
buy that whole fit right now.
that's crazy.
I think that whole game
I'm
was just
not
sponsored by
buying it.
Adidas. If
Nah,
you remember
that
his
fit is
first,
trash.
if you remember his first costume, he was wearing some Adidas also. I forgot what they was called.
yeah.
Those black and
man.
red
They don't
ones.
look that bad. Though,
They weren't that bad,
No.
but I feel like the whole thing is just sponsored
They
by
should have
Adidas.
given
Some
him
way.
the
somehow.
Jordan deal, yo. That would have been
Facts.
so much better. Imagine
I
a
thought
pair
they
of
did.
ones on.
I thought they did. I thought they were sponsoring
They
him
did
a
that in
lot.
the animated movie. but
Yeah,
not in the
yeah,
game.
yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah,
did.
yeah.
They skimped on the game.
Facts. They sure did. They
Crazy.
sure did. But no, like I said, I like his powers. He's a different Spider-Man than the rest of the other Spider-Man. He shows that he's willing to put the work in. And he's that guy who wants to try to save everybody too as well. But he's still learning because he's a kid right now. He's learning. He's gonna have his ups and downs, and he's gonna figure out certain things. And the person that he used to talk to all the time about certain things that will happen in his life will be his uncle, but the uncle was the Prowler and he passed on in the movie, so the next person that he would try to talk to is basically his father. But like I said, they go head to head with each other and they don't see eye to eye on certain ideas that he really wants to do and everything. But you know how parents are, they might see your ideas as something that can actually be something out here, that you can make money and everything. And sometimes they might not see it. But it doesn't mean that you should give up on the idea that you have, But I just like Miles because, like I said, he's a different Spider-Man. He got different powers, and he's just different.
He's unique in his own way.
Yeah, And that's what I like about it. He's unique in his own way, that he has his own flow to being Spider-Man of his own, So that's what I like about him, Don't get me wrong, I like the Peter Parkers,
Iconic.
But right now Miles, he does have a girlfriend, kind of, it's a mix with Gwen, Spider-Gwen and everything, but they having their ups and downs like a relationship is all the time. You have your ups and downs, and then you try to figure out where do we stand now, in the relationship. But they both trying to figure out their own character of what am I? I know I'm Spider-Man of this universe and everything, but what else is there to me? And it's just like a figuring out kind of game of just trying to figure out who they are without the costume, basically. And that's what I like about Miles. It's like he's trying to figure out who he is than just being Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He's going to do his own thing.
Exactly.
Like he said.
Facts.
I was really thinking that the whole time. So I'm going to do my own thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot that we talked about. Like we said, who's the better Spider-Man, better Peter Parker, but and overall, they're all great, in our eyes. After when that movie No Way Home, and when they first appear, I was like, man, they actually, because the trailers, they literally try to fool us.
Yeah.
Like, how the hell Lizard get kicked in midair, invisible?
Facts. like you can see that.
You can see it clear as day.
Because you see him landing, and then you're feeling like somebody else is right near him. And we kind of figured out who was going to be there.
So,
but yeah, that was funny how you said the Lizard was getting kicked in
midair.
By who?
I got spoiled on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
especially in the theater when Toby came out, the whole crowd was
screaming.
To
be honest, right, when that movie came out, I actually called out from work and I went there to see that. And when he came out, that portal, bro, everybody went crazy, bro.
It's crazier. People in my theater I watched actually screamed more for Andrew when he first showed up than they did for Toby. I was like, what? Toby's an OG. You know what I'm saying? Give him his flowers.
It's all right.
True. But yeah, everybody was happy though.
Yeah. I was just like, man, this is... I didn't expect that to happen. Just seeing our childhood to what we was watching Andrew, high school, middle school days. And then Tom is like, now we're like adults. But for the younger generation, just all in one film.
Yeah.
I say 3 different generations in one whole movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But I like Tom because he got different suits. Basically, for his Spider-Man, he got different kind of suits. Facts,
I'm still going with Toby suit.
Hey man, don't disrespect the black suit.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah,
yeah.
But it's like that's still the same kind of costume, just in black.
Andrew suits.
Yeah, I'm sorry to cut you guys off.
Both of them, even the first one. I know people didn't like that one, but I like that one.
Yeah, since we're gonna talk about suits, who got the better suit?
Toby.
Yeah.
You want to talk about Andrew's second suit?
Cool, but Toby still.
Yeah, but the black suit one.
Yes,
I guess I give it to the black suit one. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Because it looks clean.
We just haven't seen Tom Holland's black suit. That's the problem.
If he gets it, but I feel like he might.
Yeah,
he's gonna get it eventually.
He's probably gonna get it. Yeah.
They're gonna give it to him in Secret Wars or whatever.
Facts.
Yeah, Toby Angel got the symbiote, but just not. Oh, matter of fact, let me take that back. Andrew did get his,
Yeah.
Only Toby.
He deserves it.
They might do the switcheroo and give it to
Exactly.
Andrew.
Yeah.
I hope.
That'd be so much better.
Facts. It
He
would.
deserved it. I was
would.
waiting for it for years.
Yeah, he does.
And he just still hasn't
yeah.
done it.
And Andrew's suit in black would look tough.
Who you telling?
Yeah, I just
I
think.
think I might see Vision. I might.
Because that would look sick on him.
I'm still very biased because I had the same costume when I was a kid, two Halloweens in a row.
Yeah.
The black suit Spider-Man from 2007, wore that same costume twice.
And not only that, now I want to say that because they went back to their own dimension, they might have some different kind of villains now, maybe.
They might be alive now or whatever. Like the whole universe might be different.
Yeah.
Because that was the whole point of giving them the serum, was so that when they went back, they'd be cured.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we don't know.
So I don't know how that's going to work. Yeah.
Because Tom didn't want to send them back because they all die
Change
if
time.
they went back to their
Yeah,
timelines somehow.
But how
Yeah,
is that going to work though? Like, are they going to go back to like the moment they died, or are they going to go back to present day Toby's? You know what I'm saying? Because that's going to be like years later.
I want to
Like,
say
you were dead for 10 years and you back.
exactly. I want to say that what's probably going to happen is that how they started to become villains, it's going to probably happen. It's going to probably start from there, where like it never happened, meaning that everything that they did backfired would now actually be working now.
Oh, so okay. So when Norman did the gas shit,
Yeah.
he's gonna be good.
It-
And he's
yeah.
gonna have like super soldier or whatever powers.
Seen
And then-
it with Sandman when he.
Yeah, Sandman, they're probably just gonna turn the machine
Just turn
off.
the
They're gonna be
machine-
like, nah,
exactly.
get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here.
Like, oh, we
Yeah.
got somebody in here.
And also,
Then he go right to jail.
in
Exactly.
Auto,
Exactly.
his thing worked and his wife didn't. Ooh.
Exactly. See the
that's gonna be
reversal.
wild.
Yeah.
But that's
So-
gonna change OD.
Yeah,
A
it
lot.
was.
of
That
stuff
means, that means the other Spider-Men are definitely gonna come back. They're gonna be like, yeah, you fixed all our villains, but then you fucked up our world.
Exactly.
And now I'm not with MJ. Now I'm not this and that. Like you fucking
You
me
know?
up.
Or
MJ went back to Harry. No play.
Yo.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yo.
How would you feel?
that's
How would you feel?
crazy.
Yo.
I just thought it. I'm like,
No.
But what could really happen is too that you remember that effect that happened in Miles Morales, the Spider-Verse, how he came out and saved.
Oh,
It could actually come out and backfire like that too.
where their whole universe would just get erased.
Yeah,
Oh,
and now that would
shit.
make sense for those two to come back to fight into the new movies,
Oh,
saying that yeah, we did cure our villains and everything, but when we came back home, our world started acting funny. Then after that,
right.
you know, so anything could happen, you know.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah. So a lot could happen, a lot, but who knows until that time comes, you know.
We're gonna be guessing all this shit. We're all gonna be wrong. Like,
Or we could be right,
we could be right.
Some of it.
you know, to some of it, yeah,
Some
Some
of
of it,
it.
at least. Yeah.
you know.
But majority, I don't know. The writers may do their own thing. So
Who knows? They might be
They gonna see this, be like, nah.
like, wait,
Now we're gonna rewrite it.
we gotta rewrite it now because
Yeah.
they know the whole plot, you know. Like, come on, man. But now I wonder, you know, what really happens to once they went back over there. Do they see the villains all over again where they're not villains?
Right.
You know, because you got to think about it. Would they still be Spider-Man if those villains are not there?
They would be. Yeah,
But
they would be.
but who will be the new villains then?
There would be other villains to take their place, I guess. They'll get replaced probably with other famous Spider-Man villains. That's what I'm thinking.
True.
And then they're gonna make a whole new Sinister Six.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Who
Oh,
knows?
yeah,
Sinister
that's right.
Six might be in the brand new Spider-Man.
that's what I've
Probably.
been hearing.
Because I heard that there's a lot of
new
villains.
We might
Lot.
get
Because they did set up the Sinister Six like years ago with Andrew shit, but then they
They
never
sure
did anything with
did.
it.
work.
So they could finally do something with it now.
Yeah. Hey, anything's possible.
This movie better be 3 hours long. All this shit.
Yo, 3 hours of straight heat.
Bro, it's going to be fire. I'm telling you, it's going to be fire.
Nothing like the
Hearing-
Justice League.
Hearing that the heroes that is going to be there too in that movie with him, and then hearing that about the villains too, certain villains that we've been waiting to see from watching it from cartoons to now seeing them being on the actual big screen, it's crazy. you know, like Tombstone,
Yeah.
bro. I don't know how long I've been waiting to see him being on the screen, you know, but certain things in time they had to really be patient with that character, because you got to figure out who will be the right person to play that character.
Right.
You know, you can try to figure out how to put the costume on a person, but you got to really see if that person is really right for that character, you know?
Right.
So just hearing that that villain name is in there, it's like mind blowing, bro.
Yeah.
And then the Kingpin, bro. It's a lot of villains in there. Scorpion. And then Boomerang. That character, yeah. That's a character where I think most people know, and some people might not, you know. But I know that movie is gonna make a lot of money, you know, by that film. I know it's gonna make a lot of money. It's gonna be number one. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
You know. And then we could see some more cameos that we could be surprised about later on.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Like you said, just hope the movie will become as a box office. Like, we don't know, but hopefully the Sinister Six will be in there, like you said. Make it Vulture back too. Maybe. I don't know about
Put
that.
Scorpion in there.
Yeah. Because you got to remember, Vulture is in a different dimension now. Ever since Doctor Strange did his spell, that more villains could have probably popped out of that from the sky and landed.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So we don't really know. There could be more villains that actually probably popped out from the sky and landed into our universe with Tom, you know?
Yeah.
So anything is possible, you know? And then we still got Venom, his symbiote, you know, his piece in there. So, and that's at the bar. So it's like, you know, somebody might go to the bar and try to get, you know, touch that coin and everything, you know, and then turn into Venom, and then Venom just switch and go back, because Venom still knows who Peter Parker is.
Yeah, that's true.
So, you know, he doesn't forget.
Maybe, but he was looking at the obviously the Tom Holland one.
Mm-hmm.
He licked the screen and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was wild.
That was crazy wild, bro.
Okay.
I mean, it looked like like he was
what?
ice cream or something.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, we gotta get to New York.
Like, yo, we gotta get that flavor right there.
I thought they was gonna do something with that, but they just kind of like
they
cut
it.
baited with that one.
They did.
But it's alright.
Facts. It's all right.
It'll be worth it.
Oh yeah. Just gotta wait and see what happens when that movie comes, about what happens to Venom, because that's the only piece of Venom right now, actually.
Yeah.
That he's still alive a little bit on that coin and everything. So you don't know. And then I heard also that Eddie, I believe, is in New York now too. So
I think so.
So he could come out and probably get Venom back actually too later on. So who knows? Who knows?
that could happen.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things that they missed, as you know. Usually when you try to do a movie, they kind of like just cut it out, or just it's not gonna work.
I just want to see Venom in the series.
I get
I want
it.
him I want him better, because I won't lie, with the ones with who was it?
Tom Hardy.
Yes, that's his name.
Well, yeah.
The first film was okay. Let There Be Carnage, trash. I didn't watch the last one, but I heard it was really bad.
Yeah,
So it's just like, I want another adaptation of Venom in a better way. Like, don't get me wrong. I'll say like maybe the 2007 Spider-Man, like Spider-Man 3.
just make
It was
bigger.
okay.
Yeah,
Like, I won't
bigger,
say it was the
stronger.
best one. It was. I couldn't see
Nah.
Topher Grace playing as him.
The best Venom to me was from the 90s cartoon. That shit was gas.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that Venom,
Yeah,
bro. They put that Venom
Yeah, just,
perfectly.
I don't know
If they
about
could come out and do something like that, but bring it into, bro, I'm telling you, if they could come out and put that Venom on the screen, bro, I'm telling you, everybody's gonna be like, yo, Venom's my favorite character, bro, on that movie, bro. You know, but they also got to do Carnage like that too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because I like Carnage in that anime cartoon too. So If they could come out and figure out how to do that, it's like, yo, you got me on board. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still love Venom, but it's like you gotta make him right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A crazy little hot take of mine is that I want to see Venom's adaptation. Like, if you played the newest game when he was in it, he was actually not that bad. I know it was I know it was Harry. That's normally not Eddie Brock, but like, you know, it was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was good.
Or I don't know if any of you guys ever read the Ultimate Comics or played the Ultimate Spider-Man video game of the kid.
Yeah, the
that
game,
adaptation of Venom was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
So
the signature purple tint. He was really brawling, animalistic. It was
Yeah.
insane. If
That
they
was
could,
my favorite Spider-Man game.
yo, it's a hidden gem. I still got it.
Yes.
He also got to have his voice. Who played the? He passed away. He was a voice for Venom in the game.
Oh yeah. Forgot his name. He was in Final Destination also.
And also, he was the Candyman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm blanking on his name, but yeah.
Yeah.
I think
know
everybody
who you're
knows,
talking
but
about.
I just don't know his name right now, but he
But
was a good
his
voiceover
yeah.
for Venom.
His voice was something else, bro. I kid you not. Rest his soul, you know.
Yeah.
Because, man, that man played so many characters over the years. Shoot. The Candyman one was the most craziest one, bro.
Yeah. Like I said, if they do something like that, it would have made it better. But just like he said with the Spider-Man 3 Venom, no offense to the actor, but just
Topher Grace didn't fit the role for him.
it just didn't fit.
I feel like they just threw a costume and then put certain teeth into the costume and be like, hey, there you go. Put it on. That's Venom right there for you.
Like I said, the costume wasn't entirely terrible. It wasn't that bad. It was
no.
just like, compared to how Venom is, he was very small. And then also Venom's my favorite villain, so of course I'm just gonna look at it like, yo, what the hell?
You know what I'm saying? Because Venom is really a tall,
Brawly guy.
muscly, brawly kind of character. You know what I'm saying? So even to the Spider-Man, like you were saying, of the cartoon, you see him jumping on Eddie Brock in the cartoon where he's all beefing up and everything. He's he's pushing up the weights and everything, and then he turns into him. It's like, come on, man! If you could come out and do that, yo, sign me up, bro. I'm throwing my money to the movie theaters. You feel me? But just do Venom right, you know. I'm still upset that he's gone, but when you make Venom again, just make him right.
Right. Yeah.
I love the transformation though of the Venom that we do have now, but it's just
good.
like,
It did look good.
Yeah,
he was
it
just goofy as shit.
yeah,
Very goofy. It's not much serious though. Just like in the comics or cartoons, you said. No.
Yeah.
Or video games at least. It's just how you make a video game Venom better than the actual movie.
exactly. Come on, man.
Well,
Okay, so what about the females? When you think about the females out of Peter Parker and Miles Morales,
What, we talking about the roster? What you mean? Like, what do you mean the females?
about what do they have in common, basically? Like,
I
playing
feel
with
like
it,
they're all so different.
just playing with my man's feelings a lot.
The two, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot for no reason.
I feel like that's more the first MJ than the other two.
Yes.
Because Gwen was all about, bro.
Oh yeah.
for real, she was.
Yeah.
All about him. She wanted to be around him.
Don't forget about
even while
Tom,
he was
MJ. She always wanted to be around. It's
true.
just the first one.
Literally just the first one.
okay.
I don't know. This great actress, just hate the damn character.
That's crazy.
Just hated it.
I guess for Toby's MJ,
A lot of
she
confusion.
She had her ups and downs. She didn't know what to do really. She just knew that she wanted to be with Peter, no matter if he was Spider-Man or not. She didn't care about putting herself in danger, really.
Mind you, she ain't along with her father. Remember in the first one, they was arguing a lot, and then she wanted to move, and her mom wasn't helping her, as you could tell when they was arguing. So I think that's why she just became, arrogant a lot. Or that time like when she got mad for Peter, because Peter was getting all the attention when she got replaced.
Yeah. But no, you remember that part where Peter actually let another female get that
Oh
kiss.
my.
I was like,
Do not get me
bro.
started with that.
I'm like, how? Why? I'm like, why
Do
would you do
not
that?
get
You
me
know that
started
your
with
girl
that.
is there, bro.
Because last time I checked, you was the first one to kiss Spider-Man when he was with Harry.
Yeah. Oh,
Upside
yeah.
down.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
kiss Jonah Jay's son upside down.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's crazy. That is crazy.
Okay, I'm done now. This.
Hey,
All right,
all right, fellas. I hate to cut it short.
Yeah.
We run out of time.
man.
I know. It was a
Yeah.
very interesting topic. Talk about our favorite web slinger.
You know what I'm saying?
I know we got off topic about it a little bit, talk about this, but just something I want you to just take away from all this. Grief is something that's very unexpected because we never know when loss is going to hit us, right?
True.
But the thing is, like, we can't control grief, but we could control our emotions. Like, we can control, like, how to respond to the grief. So one thing that I did when I was going through grief my life, I just kept like I said before, you got to remember, you got to keep going forward. That's something that we've all said before. No matter what, you keep going forward, no matter what obstacle that hits us. You got to keep going forward. Our loved ones wouldn't want to see us down. They don't want to see us upset. They want us to keep our chins up high, keep making them proud, and keep going forward. So one thing I just want to take away from that is just keep moving forward. Don't be sad because they're gone. Just be happy that you had the time you had with them while you can. You know what I'm saying? And then with responsibility, we just never stop being responsible, physically and emotionally responsible. Don't make don't make any decisions while emotional at all, because you're gonna make a decision that you will regret. It's something that holds really dear to me, something my boss told me. Always, if you need a moment, step back, breathe. And last thing I want everybody to remember is to continue to be that superhero in everybody's story. I don't care if anyone picks you as their villain, oh well, that's them. But the ones who look at you as a superhero, don't stop being that superhero. Don't stop being the Spider-Man in anybody's life, okay?
All right, so real quick, Todd's about to come in. I did not make the 7 verses like that.
Sup?
My fault. It's autocorrection.
Sup,
It said
nigga?
come in. Nah, it's like
How the fuck did that shit fall like that?
No, I was not trying to move.
I was gonna say, why aren't you moving? It's about to hit your belly,
no,
bro.
because I was not trying to move and mess it up. Just stay professional.
just overtime.
Nah, they probably didn't hear
Blooper.
shit.
Nah,
Yeah.
you probably, you can probably hear it just
Yeah,
visually
yeah.
from your probably can't.
I can't.
Can we make this scene a blooper?
Yeah, we could do it as a
A
blooper.
blooper.
Yeah, because
This never
walked up in
happened.
here and shit.
Bro, I'm watching. I got to check the feed. I'm like,
This shit never
Like, why
happens.
this shit is crazy.
Everybody say like, why the fuck? Why is she always down this stomach?
It's like it's going down.
Down.
Go hear your stomach growling.
Yeah.
Shoot.
The whole time he's talking, oh, you're
Gonna get that guy who be on Instagram or TikTok. Like, what the microphone doing? Like, ooh, my stomach bubbling.
oh, yeah.
I didn't even see that shit.
I'm like, let me just double check it, make sure everything's valid.
All right.
I look in, this shit just on his chest.